of guests and do not reflect the views and opinions of the show staff, the sponsors, guests past or present, or the management of Furry Frequencies. This show discusses adult topics and uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised. This show is intended for an 18-plus audience. Hello and welcome to Furry Frequencies, the soundtrack to your furry life. I'm Lifty, and joining me on the podcast this evening, is Psylocke.
Hey, how's it going?
And we apologize for the delay. We've had a bit of technical issues on our end, so we are now getting reared up and ready to go. And going on with our 84th episode of this series. So this is going to be just a very comfy episode. This was around the time that MFF 2019 took place, so we figured we're going to just sit down and chat and reminisce about our MFF 2019 experiences and basically go over what you may not have known about or heard about during our MFF 2019 podcast for Furfest Stories, which is a great episode, by the way. Riley was an excellent guest, and we highly ask you to, if you would like to actually learn about the MFF experience back in 2019, we highly ask you, go ahead and take that a listen. It's a great episode. And we have a bot. We have a bot here. DJ Red R. I forget what we called the bot. So first things first, we want to first let you know that this episode of Furry Frequencies is brought to you by Douche Flute Vapes. Douche Flute Vapes in Alexandria, your home for vaping and vape supplies, vape liquid, and all kinds of e-cigarettes. During this week, we're having our extended Black Friday sale where you could score big on your new build, get some new vape juice, or try out some new flavors. We have over 10,000 flavors in stock, and you can try them today. Go to doucheflutevapes.com and shop today. Use promo code Furry Frequencies for 50% off your total order. That's Furry Frequencies for 50% off at doucheflutevapes.com. Also, come to our store on King Street in Alexandria. Get douched!
Wow.
Yes.
People are going to go to that actual vape store and try and use that code, and it's not going to work.
I mean, no, we have an agreement with Douche Flute Vapes. We love Douche Flute Vapes. They love us. That's why we're able to offer a 50% off discount to anybody who goes to Douche Flute Vapes and orders something from there. Or even go online, doucheflutevapes.com. Nowadays, everybody wants to just, shop online and beat the rush. Don't get the coronavirus while shopping for their loved ones for Christmas or whatever. Hey, vapes, they're great gifts for the vapists in your life.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah. You got a vapist? You got a vapist in your life? Yeah. Go ahead. Give them the gift. Give them the gift of the vape.
That is terrible.
What?
That's terrible.
How is it terrible?
It's terrible.
How is it terrible?
Because you're encouraging people to vape.
I'm not encouraging people to vape. I'm saying
yes,
for the vapist in your life. Give
Who
them
vapes?
Subaru owners. Duh.
Oh, well, no one cares about them. They don't matter. Because they don't matter. Half of the Subaru owners out there fucking own a fucking hatchback with Bernie stickers and Live Life and Laugh stickers and Bigfoot stickers. Like, who cares about them? They don't matter,
that and vaping is a pastime for the furry community. Have you seen how many people in the furry community vape? It's quite a lot. Every time we go to MFF, there's always this huge ass vape cloud over Rosemont. That's because of all the furries vaping. It's like
I don't get it.
It's just like a Willie Nelson concert. Only instead of marijuana smoke, it's a vape cloud.
marijuana, not marijuana.
It's
But yeah, no.
marijuana. Yeah, it's marijuana.
What?
Yeah.
It's marijuana, not
That's what I
marijuana.
said, marijuana.
You're putting too much emphasis on the J. There's no H in marijuana. It's marijuana.
That's what I said. I said marijuana.
There's no. Okay. Okay.
Also, we would first like to call to attention the date. Today is December the 1st. So, I would like to, first of all, wish everybody listening a very happy December the 1st.
Yay, we made it. We made it. No one died. Oh, God.
I love the nut button. But yes, today is Nut Day. Also, finally, now that we've got everything up, I would like to also call to attention that this is a live podcast, and if you want to join in, there is a very easy way to do so. You know what that is?
I do. Do you know how I do it?
I do. And the best way to do it is to join us here on Twitter at Furry Frequency. And there's our beautiful Furry Frequencies Twitter stream. And right here at the very top, pinned to the very top of our Twitter stream is our Discord link. Click that, and that will take you to our welcome screen that shows you all the important rules that you need to read. It's called the Important Read Me Room. Please read it. And that'll also tell you how to call in. So when you enter in and you read through our Important Read Me, just go ahead and jump into the waiting room. Go ahead and chill, listen. If you want to call in, go ahead and call in. And there are moderators standing by for your call. And that's pretty much all you need to do. So if you're not following us on Twitter, please do, at Furry Frequency. So anyway, we want to start off this podcast by actually touching back on what we were talking about last podcast. Sorry, not yesterday, but the last podcast, our Thanksgiving special. And we actually had quite a lot of information come in about the monolith in Utah. Actually, we've had a lot of furries been talking about the monolith since last week, and we want to kind of give an update to all of that information, because so despite the fact that what was talked about, people refused to give out the location of the monolith, and they refused to have people go near it. People actually went to it. People found it. People went to it. People touched it. People licked it. People, just gazed in wonder at this mysterious block of steel rising from the red ground. But from there, people started to wonder exactly where it came from, who brought it here, and what does it mean? Some of this is still shrouded in mystery, but we're getting closer. We are getting much closer than we did back when we did our podcast last week. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So, by the way, we are not actually saying that, hey, we brought attention to this monolith. Hey, kiss our ass. No, we're just saying that in the past week, there's been a lot of buzz about this thing. Like a lot. So much so that we have this article from the New York Times. Did John McCracken make that monolith in Utah? It is a riddle wrapped in a mystery, buried in the desert. His dealer says yes. His son says maybe. His artist buddies say no. No way the sculptor created this tall, silvery object. But if you're looking at it, side by side, you do see a resemblance to John McCracken's work. And then after I read this article from the Times, I was talking to you, Silox, and by the way, this is our ASMR right here. I was talking to Silox, and I was thinking, John McCracken, he passed away. He was a very prolific sculptor and artist, but he passed away. And wouldn't it be grand if this monolith just basically was a representation of what he thought of this society? Basically, it's just nothing but a gigantic middle finger to everyone. Like, wouldn't that be grand?
It would, but again, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. How did they get that thing into the ground? Because they have to have used heavy machinery, because it was stable. It was stable in the ground. It's not like they just plunked it down there.
Yeah,
how they get it?
I've heard some things about that too. I've heard that it was actually riveted to the ground, which, okay, I can kind of possibly believe that. But if you look carefully at the base, it does look like it's really dug in there. It's not. It's there's no plates holding it down to the ground. You don't see any exposed bolts. You just see it buried into the ground, and it doesn't even seem like it's actually buried that deep into the ground either. So that's a mystery. That's a mystery as well. But yeah, it's definitely. It was definitely theorized that this may be a John McCracken work that was placed there by the artist way back when, for who knows why. Because
wait, they're saying way back when, so it's been there for years.
Well,
now.
actually, yes. So somebody's been doing some sleuthing. Somebody's been doing some sleuthing on this. They actually looked at prior snapshots from Google Earth to determine at what time this was placed. They found a few internet sleuths have found that this was in the ground as early as 2016. So imagine this sitting there for 4 years. Wait a minute. 2016. Do you remember what happened in 2016?
Yes, I do. A lot of people do.
The plot thickens. And it was here for 4 years. And now here's another mystery. Earlier on, the Bureau of Land Management of Utah tweeted this tweet out. Sorry, it just kind of... There we go. Yeah, the Bureau of Land Management of Utah tweeted this out. We have received credible reports that the illegally installed structure referred to as the quote-unquote monolith has been removed by an unknown party. The Bureau of Land Management did not remove the structure, which is considered private property. So, it was here for 4 years, starting in 2016, and suddenly now it is gone. There it is. There's another view of it, and as you can see, it's kind of dug in there, but you see no dirt on the edge. Of course, it's been here for 4 years, but still, the plot thickens. It was only here for 4 years, and now it's gone. What does this monolith mean?
Okay, it can't. So they're saying that thing has been there for 4 years.
Yeah,
is what they're saying.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like it's been there for 4 years. It looks too clean to have been there for 4 years.
Well, it's stainless. It's stainless steel. It's stainless steel, so the only way it's actually going to weather is through wind. Wind picks up dirt and debris and just whips it across the surface. It scratches it. It'll weather it down that way, but it does look like it's in an area where there's not going to be a lot of wind to do that. So it still retains its shiny surface. Again, it's stainless steel, so it is very impervious to corrosion. And but now it's gone, and nobody knows who took it. Nobody even knows who put it there in the first place. But it's gone. It's absolutely gone. But here's an even more baffling development. The Daily Mirror has there it goes again. Yeah, the Daily Mirror also tweeted out that a similar mystery monolith has actually appeared in Romania. This is actually in Romania, and it doesn't quite look like the same one. Let me look at the Daily Mirror's article. Yeah. Oh my God. No, go away. God damn it.
Wow.
There we go. Jeez. Real time pop-ups. Gotta love it. Gotta love live podcasting. But yeah, this is the one in Romania. This one you can tell somebody dug it into the earth, because you can see all of this upturned earth right here, upturned dirt that's right there at the base. I don't quite get what this surface is though, because it doesn't look anything like the shiny surface that we saw on the other.
It looks like it was clearly rushed to production, honestly.
I mean, it probably did, because okay, so here's a better look. It is so it you look and see that there's some tack welds on the edge. It was hastily polished and sanded with what looks like a rotary sander all along the surface. So it's definitely not been put a lot of work into it compared to the shiny monolith that was in Utah. But still, it makes me wonder, like, what is this? Why are people doing this? What does it mean?
Well, it's clearly a copycat.
Well, hold on a minute. So the Daily Mirror has an article. There's the monolith. There are two people on top of the monolith trying to peek at it from the top. Just to give you an idea of how tall it is. It's about I would say about 11 feet. And here's what exists now. See, look at this. Somebody had to have lifted it straight up from the ground, because otherwise you would see upturned earth in this area. You would see, well, I mean, it's a steel monolith. You would see somebody dragging it. Somebody have had to lift it. And again, I'm thinking, is it possible that it could be aliens?
Stop! No, they don't exist. Stop.
Okay, explain to me what you're seeing. Explain it. Explain it.
What I'm saying is clearly someone with a large team of people got in and got that shit out undetected. I don't know how, but they did.
Okay.
I don't know where they took it.
But also going back to the Bureau of Land Management's tweet, even though they said it's an illegally installed structure, they also imply by this tweet that they had no intention of removing it. So it wasn't them, nor was it any government entity that removed it. Who removed it? That's what I want to know now. Like, who removed it? What are they doing with it? Where is it now? Like, there's no way that they can take it to a scrapper and it's like, oh yeah, I found this. You know, can you give me some money for this? Like, they know what it is. Everybody knows what it is. Like, they can't get away with this. I'm just saying. You don't believe it's aliens?
No.
No. Okay. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
All right. I mean, how else would you be able to lift a stainless steel monolith that big, that tall, up from the ground like that? You know, a clean lift. Right up from the ground. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm waiting.
I think that whoever put this there had a team of people and must have known the schedules for when the deputies or whoever was watching that area, because you know the Bureau of Land Management, once they found that, was probably gonna watch the area non-stop like a hawk. But that can't be right, because people were going up to the monolith and they didn't get arrested.
Yeah.
So maybe they really weren't watching it. They must have done this in the cover of night, honestly, where they can't be detected, because it would have to be pitch black out there. There's nothing around for miles. That's how they did it.
Well, there is a theory that a flying object flew over the monolith and snatched it up off the ground. And I'm betting you, or actually the prevailing theory right now, that flying object over Utah was actually this. A Southwest 737. Southwest recently tweeted about the monolith. Sorry, y'all, we needed it back. And they tweeted a picture that was created by IotaPup on Twitter. They tweeted it as like one of their stanchions for their grouping for their boarding. So they tweeted that out, and it could be possible that they just flew low, and then a bunch of stewardesses and flight attendants just like dropped down from the 737, snatched it off the ground, and then they just flew away. They just flew away. They had to get it back to Las Vegas because people were getting confused over what boarding group they were in, because they didn't have their stanchion. Oh. Okay. Enough of that. That was a little bit of fun there. So anyway, back to our main story. We're just talking about MFF reminiscing, and of course MFF is this year is going to be virtual. Now, had it not been for the coronavirus, they would actually be hosting it this upcoming weekend. But because of the coronavirus, they decided to cancel their in-person event and also have just a virtual event, which is the week after. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, let me see. Yep, there it is. Midwest Furfest, December 18th through the 20th. And you can catch it on furfest.live. As far as I know, it is free. And they have probably a ton of events that they will be hosting. I don't know if they have anything VR related, but they do have a virtual dance. They have an online dance competition. They have a bunch of panels that they're going to be doing video panels. So it's actually quite interesting that they were able to adapt very quickly to a virtual event, and I do hope that it goes well for them. Actually, it's pretty much gone well for just about any convention that's tried. So that's a very reassuring sign. But this, of course, brings us back to MFF 2019, and I gotta say, MFF 2019 was like the peak of clusterfuckedness when it comes to MFF, because that was also the first year when they tried their new lottery system, and everybody I think is well aware of just how it screwed so many people. Like, you had Majira getting screwed out of a main hotel room. You had Jib Cody screwed out of a main hotel room. You had so many people getting screwed out of a hotel room at all. I'm telling you. Guys, first of all, before we get started, let me tell you about a little trick that I do every year for Midwest Furfest, and your mileage may vary on this, so take it with a little bit of grain of salt. But if you want to save some money and save a lot of frustration, do what I do and try Hotwire.com. And if you go to Hotwire, you will of course see this page, and you can actually, if you'd like to stay in Rosemont, you can type in Rosemont, Illinois. There we go, and put in your check-in dates, check-out dates, and let's just screw it. Let me see. Let's just do for 18th to the 20th. Just if we really wanted to immerse ourselves in the idea of going to Midwest Furfest virtually while also being there at the same time. So yeah, let's just find a hotel. And look at this.
Come on.
What? No, look this out.
You don't have to use Here's the thing with Hotwire, and I'm gonna tell them the truth. Hotwire is a good tool. No one's disputing that. Okay. The issue with Hotwire is Hotwire may put you in a hotel that is miles and miles down the road, to where you have to walk because there's no shuttle service to MFF whatsoever. They may put you in a hotel right next to where MFF is being held, the hotel right to the east of it, but there's no actual connection between the Hyatt and I forgot what hotel that is. I'm looking on the map right now.
The Renaissance? I stayed at that hotel, by the way.
That's a Renaissance?
Yeah, that's a Renaissance. That's a very nice hotel. The only problem is this motherfucking woods.
Yeah.
Catherine Chevalier Woods. I hate this patch of motherfucking nature. Because motherfuckers...
Let's all find the corpse in the Dan Ryan Woods.
Dan Ryan Woods? What?
That's a real thing. Yes, find a corpse.
No. So you're saying that it might put you in a...
Yeah.
Well, that's true. But you can be savvy, and you can find the hotel that you want just by being a little observant, taking down some details, and you can figure out what hotel you're getting. So let me show you. So let's say, so we're of course going to pick the closest area that we want to get a hotel, and see, we're getting some really good rates. Really, really good rates. Like, look at this, $69 a night for a 4-star hotel. Okay, so let's check that out. See, I know that we're kind of running the clock on our stories here, but so
he really hyped about that.
Yeah, I'm really hyped. So look at this. So there are several things that you need to pay attention to very carefully for you to actually score a good deal on a hotel on Hotwire, even for a convention. One thing that you got to pay attention to, 4 stars, the star rating. You got to make sure that the star rating matches with the hotel that you want versus the hotel that you're about to get. So this is a 4-star hotel in the O'Hare International Airport North area. The second thing you got to pay attention to is this, 4.3 out of 5 with about 500 to 1,000 Expedia reviews. Yes, that's the TripAdvisor rating. That's going to stay the same. So be mindful of that. And then what else? Okay, so it's in that general area. Okay. And also, if there's a distance from a specific area or from a specific location, like if you typed in O'Hare Airport instead of Rosemont, it will match that too. So you've got to pay attention to that as well. So
that's nice.
Yeah. So we got 4.3 out of 5, 4-star hotel. Let's just scroll down to see what else we got. Whoops. Okay, so let's look at a 4-star hotel. Okay, right here. Look at this. The Westin O'Hare. 4 stars, 4.3 out of 5, in the same area. I can bet you I have 95% confidence that if you were to score this room for $69 a night, you'd get the Westin. And look how much you're spending. You're spending $89 a night for this same room for $69.
You said the Westin?
The Westin, yes, the Westin.
The Westin. God.
Yeah, it's a very nice hotel too. Very, very nice.
Let's see. Not Hilton. Embassy. Doubletree. Where is the Westin at?
6100 North River Road in Rosemont.
That big skinny.
So it's a 13-minute walk from the Donald D. Stevens Convention Center, which is a good. That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's a long walk.
That is not a long walk.
I've
walked further in a snowstorm.
Well, not everybody is from Duluth, Minnesota, and can deal with the cold.
Well, everybody should, so they can deal with cold weather better. But look at this, 13 minutes. Psylocke, when's the last time you had a 13-minute shit?
No comment on that. Look, this place is closer to fucking Giordano's than it is
you get food. You get good food at Giordano's right here by Westin O'Hare. I'm just saying. So to all of our listeners, this is how you are savvy. This is how you beat the room block. By being this savvy, being this observant.
Or y'all can get in the room block as quick as possible.
But hold on a minute. Why but I'm saying why join the rat race? Why join that rat race?
But see, I don't do that every year. You know what I do? I book early and I book outside of the room block. That way I'm guaranteed a room.
I do that too. I do that through Hotwire. And I do it just being this savvy.
But again, Hotwire may put you all the way at the Courtyard by Marriott Chicago O'Hare.
Okay, look at this. Hold on. So I can do this backwards as well. Let me see.
Okay.
I think it's this one. Hyatt Rosemont near O'Hare. Let's see if that comes up. Is that... Fuck, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on a minute. So, that's interesting. So, the Hyatt Regency O'Hare... Oh, wait. Show more results. Wyndham Residence in Sonesta, Chicago. I like that. Are you serious? They don't even have a deal with Hotwire? Holy shit.
No, what did you expect?
I actually expected them to be listed.
I would not use. Okay, folks. Here's the thing. You can either do Hotwire, which is fine. That'll get you a room in the, maybe in the room block, maybe out of the room block. But you have no guarantee that you will be close to the hotel.
Like I said,
they might send you to the Hyatt Rosemont, which is not the Hyatt. Let me scroll down. Which is not the Hyatt Regency O'Hare Chicago, which is the main hotel. They might, you know what? They could also put you in the Hilton Rosemont Chicago O'Hare, which is right across the street from the convention center. You're taking a gamble. Now, if you want to be like me, you go through the room block. But you don't use the room block. You book months ahead, which is what I did last year for the embassy. Because I wanted an embassy room, because I can fit 6 people in that bitch, and I got a microwave, which is important, and I get free breakfast, and I get free drinks.
Hey, remember when I was going just hog wild and crazy over my suite at the Marriott Suites O'Hare?
Mm-hmm.
I loved that room, by the way. That was the best part of my entire MFF trip last year. That I had that luxurious of a room for that low of a price.
Really?
I paid like what, $330? How much you pay for your room?
God,
okay, yeah, around there. But if you paid less, then I want to know how much less you paid.
In total, I think it was like a 885. I think total.
No, fuck that. Seriously, this is why I was able to get that big of a room for $330. I went through Hotwire.
Wait, hold up. You mean you paid me? Mean your share was $330, right?
Yeah. No. $330 total.
How the fuck did you pay $330 total, but I paid $885?
Were you not paying attention to what exactly I'm doing here?
Look, again, I'm not gonna walk my black ass out in the cold for 13 minutes when it's freezing, when I don't wear jackets anyway, and I get ashy. I'm not doing that.
Check this out. Okay, you're seeing that I actually pulled up the Hyatt Regency O'Hare Chicago. This is the actual Con Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so check it out. This is a 6-minute walk to the Donald D. Stevens Convention Center. It's right across the street. And so let's do it backwards, like I was saying before. 4-star hotel. 4.2 out of 5. Very good. Okay. And basically it's there. It's exactly where I wanted to be pinpointed on. So let's go back and let's go find a 4.2 out of 5. That's 4 stars. By the way, the Hyatt Regency O'Hare is such an overrated hotel. Up. Oh, wait, no.
I don't like that hotel. I really don't. You know who it's only good for? It's honestly only good for fursuiters. If you are a fursuiter,
yeah,
then you should go for that hotel.
I mean,
if you're not a fursuiter,
I mean, I was a fursuiter, and I went to the Marriott Suites O'Hare, which was half a mile away. And you know what? I actually enjoyed my stay there at the Marriott Suites O'Hare. I did not mind the half-mile walk at all because guess what? In a fursuit, you don't feel the cold. You don't.
You don't. But the people who don't have a fursuit, though, they are going to feel the cold.
Well, that's why you bundle up.
Look, all we're saying, and God, we've been talking about Con Hotel. You're supposed to reminisce about Midwest Furfest.
We're kind of reminiscing. We're kind of reminiscing.
Look, here's the good thing about MFF next year.
Okay.
The good thing is that it's coming back. However you feel about the vaccine, it's supposed to be all delivered and available by June. So next year, MFF is coming back in person. This isn't a debate. Also, Southwest Airlines from select cities will be finally offering flights to O'Hare. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
You can take flights on Southwest from certain cities to O'Hare, including Baltimore, Maryland, which I'm really excited about. Because holy shit, I no longer have to pay $140 in bag fees just to use United or American. Fuck that. I'm taking Southwest.
There it is.
I don't give a fuck if I have to sit next to a crying baby. I will enjoy that shit for 90 minutes or however long it takes. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
All right? Now, the downside to all this is that because MFF is coming back, no one knows if they're doing a room lottery or going back to free-for-all or something else. And it's not unreasonable to think that next year we may see 15,000 plus people attend this convention.
Yeah.
Not unreasonable at all.
No.
So, with that in mind, you all need to be prepared for that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You thought the lines were crazy in 2019? Like, I have video of them, like, doing like an auction for name tags. That shit was crazy. That was really bizarre. You think that was crazy? I mean,
that was the best part. That was the best part. You had MFF staffers yelling out just random shit that people would type on their badges, like "water is just diet pee." That was one.
Yeah, that was one.
I forget another one. I read of some crazy names that people were typing on their badges, and it was just amazing. Let's see, what else? I can't think of any more, but I definitely remember the water is just diet pee one. Whoever that is, bless you. You've definitely made my MFF experience back then so much more rewarding. But back to reminiscing about MFF. So 2019, it was a really shitty MFF for me, mainly because I was trying to get away. I tried to use MFF as a way to get away. Back then, I had just finished my finals in marketing, and I wasn't doing very well because I just finished a disaster of a group presentation for this bullshit company that none of my team members actually put any effort towards. They barely prepared. They were pretty much bullshitting on the fly. It was so bad that I didn't even have time to change the nice clothes. Everybody was wearing some really nice clothes then, and I was showing up just unshaven, dirty, in my work clothes, and I was actually firing everything that I needed to fire out off memory. Everybody had note cards. I was working off memory, and I wasn't stuttering one bit. I was proud of myself because, fuck these idiots. I really just wanted to tell the professor, fuck these idiots. Fucking hell. Boys and girls and non-binary people whom, whatever you might want to, or however you want to express yourself. Let me just say this. Group projects in college suck. Like, absolutely suck. Oh my God, you could do 100% on any group project, and the rest of your group can do as low as 10%. And that's your 100% is not going to show because the other 10% is what's dragging you down. It drove me crazy. And this year I had the same thing with 3 other knuckleheads who didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I've got a video about that I'm going to post later. But group projects suck. So I was really looking forward to MFF just so I can get away from all that shit. And then, so lo and behold, surprise, surprise, I stay up all night packing. I go to Arlington, Reagan National at 4 in the morning. Or when did I fly? Did I fly? Yeah, I flew out of Arlington. Yeah, I flew out of
That's
Arlington.
right. You left a day after I did, because I had come in the day before. Because you came in on Friday, right?
Yeah. I came out on Friday.
Yeah.
No. I came out on Thursday.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's right. I came in on Wednesday last year. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But once I got there, my luggage was a mess. I was stranded at the CTA station in the middle of motherfucking Chicago, like in a really sketchy part of Chicago. I mean, Cicero Avenue is already a sketchy part of Chicago anyway. But
well, that's where Midway is. It's
yeah,
in the south
I know. I've flown out of Midway so many damn times that I fucking know now. I was stranded at a sketchy part of Chicago because I didn't know if I was getting picked up or I was going to take the CTA. I actually instead decided after 2 hours of waiting in the cold that I would just say fuck it, I'm taking the CTA. Took it downtown, got mixed up where the blue line kind of stops on the loop, and I couldn't transfer to the other side of the blue line to get to O'Hare. I didn't know where the entrance of that line was. So I decided to just say fuck it, and I got an Uber. Took an Uber all the way to Rosemont, which cost me quite a bit. And then I finally checked into my hotel. My hotel was just amazing. Big props to the Marriott Suites O'Hare because they really have an amazing product, and I highly recommend their rooms. If you're looking to stay at a hotel for MFF next year, feel free to say that, hey, Furry Frequencies recommended this place, because I highly recommend it. But also, then I had to deal with Nitro. I had to deal with Nitro's bullshit because he kept on messaging me about all kinds of bullshit.
Hey, it's Nitro!
No, at some point I just got so fucking mad that I just threw the phone, and then I picked it back up, went outside and yelled at him, and then I told him, you know what, fuck it, I'm done, I'm through, I'm not dealing with your bullshit anymore. I stick myself out too far for me to actually wipe your ass. So yeah, MFF has just been big fucking mess for me. And on top of that, other bullshit, other MFF bullshit, like the huge line to get registered. I had to register the next day.
Oh, I hated that shit. No, wait, weren't you with me when I registered? No, you weren't.
You registered Thursday, right?
Yeah, no, you weren't with me. My ex was. No, what had happened with me was I had to actually, because supposedly they ran out of sponsors. I don't know how you actually run out of sponsors, but you don't run out of super sponsor. That makes no sense to me whatever, how you run out of a tier. But I forgot to register. And so I was freaking the fuck out, like, oh my god, because I didn't want to wait back in that line, because the people who were waiting, they hadn't registered at all. They didn't register early. So my options were wait in that line or super sponsor. And I was like, God fucking damn it. I didn't want to spend that much money, but there was no way I was gonna wait 4 fucking hours. So I super sponsored. And I gotta say, I think I'll do that again. Because the perks that they had, oh my god, they had a luncheon? That shit was top tier. Like, that was some good ass food. Like, no bullshit. They had bagels and lox. They had, roast beef. They had eggs, bacon. That shit. And so I'm like, you know what?
What now?
It was so good. And so I was like, huh, maybe I'll start super sponsoring at the big conventions because they feed you. They
Yeah.
feed you.
Mhm.
But my MFF was pretty meh. It definitely the worst MFF I've had so far. Um, just not because it was bad or anything bad happened. It was just kind of low energy. I mean, the best thing that happened was I picked up my first suit, my new suit. That was about the best thing that happened.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was just
No,
kind of.
it's a very nice suit. It's a very nice suit. Very nice Twinkie Arts suit.
Yeah. Saturday it will be 1 year old.
Nice. Nice.
Crazy how time has just flied like that. But yeah, that was probably the highlight of MFF 2019. It was pretty underwhelming. So, I can
I think
honestly.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I can honestly say that next year will definitely be much better. I'm going all out. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm going all out, getting the suite. If I get one of those suites at the Hyatt, the ones upstairs, oh, I'm just gonna go all out. Like I don't care, cause that's.
I'm telling you, Hotwire is going to be your friend. And for anybody listening, Hotwire is your friend. Don't be afraid of it. Just trust it. And
they put you at the Comfort Inn, like
Fuck.
5 miles down.
They have never done that to me. They have never done that to me. Not once. And I'm so glad that that they've never done that. But
Yet.
But yeah, I mean, I'm curious about how this pans out for you, Psylocke, because you think you're gonna snag that suite. You're gonna have to fight like 30,000 other furries or the 3,000 other furries that want that top spot too.
I would love it because I would find 4 people who I know can pay. Well, probably that I know, and we're like, hey, we want to do this crazy thing from Wednesday to Monday, and just say fuck it and go crazy, and I do it. Like I wouldn't think twice.
Okay.
Because you know what? Because that will double as both. Hopefully, it will be me celebrating a new job, my own house, and a graduation party that I never got this year because of coronavirus. So I would just be like, fuck it. We're going ham, popping bottles, getting lit 24/7. You know how it is.
Okay. All right.
How
are you flying? How are you flying up there?
Southwest. No question.
So you're not gonna go all out on the flight?
Nope. We're doing Southwest.
Oh, okay. All right.
Southwest.
I mean, if you go first class, you can get the bags for free, and you don't have to deal with you don't have to deal with lines at the airport, except maybe TSA line. Everybody has to go through the TSA.
Actually, what I was considering was doing that TSA global entry, since I do fly a lot. Yeah. I figured, you know what, it may be wise to just invest in that global entry stuff. That way I can avoid standing in lines, honestly, and just breeze right through.
Yeah. You don't do TSA pre-check?
Well, pre-check, global entry, whatever the fuck it's called, no, I've never done that before.
Okay. Well, like you said, for me, MFF was really underwhelming. To me also, it was the worst MFF I've had because I just, for the whole half of the MFF, I was just not really enjoying myself. And then, at the end of it all, I just felt like it was more of the same shit that I went through the last time I came to MFF, only without the heartbreak and other bullshit. So, yeah. I do also expect MFF to kind of go through 15,000 people in 2021 because furries are itching to go back to a convention, and they're ready to go. They want to go. They're horny. That's a good question. Are furries horny, or are furries are furries hornier during this pandemic?
Yes.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Very much so. If you have seen the ADs of some people, because they can't fuck somebody like they normally would at a convention, they're very horny.
Yeah, they really want to reach out and touch someone there.
They honestly need to get a life.
Hey, we're not slut shaming here, okay?
I'm not slut shaming.
I'm sexual first and foremost, so I don't slut shame.
Wow.
What?
It's not even a real thing, but okay.
It has a lot of potential, okay?
Exactly. The key word is potential, meaning it's not real.
I'm gonna make up sexual pride flag and fly it around at I'm gonna fly it around the Capitol Pride.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I already have a design.
I will support you 100%.
But but anyway, yes, furries want to get out of the fucking house. They want to get out of their general area. They want to go out again, just like it would be if this was just a normal year. And they also want to catch up on all of that they lost here in 2020. So that's a lot of conventions that they're catching up on. So again, Midwest Furfest, while they're having this virtual event, they're going to announce the dates during their during their closing ceremonies on the 20th. Just watch. Once they announce the dates, the site for the Hyatt Regency O'Hare is going to crash. You wait.
No, it can't be that way because hotels don't do like a year out of bookings. Because I already tried the embassy and there was no way that would work a year out.
Well, that's what you think.
Same with airlines. They don't do a year out.
It does not stop furries from trying. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't stop furries from trying. So once you hear the dates, you're going to see furries rushing to the Hyatt Regency O'Hare website just so they can buy, and hope that they have something secured for 2021. Just watch. It's going to be great.
I hope.
But honestly, I just hope that 2021, I know it's a lot of catching up to, come back to normal. But I really do hope that MFF has got their shit together from 2019, and they're not going to repeat the same mistakes that they've been doing, over and over.
I expect
but anyway, I really hope that they are prepared for 15,000 attendees at least. They've got to be prepared to host their largest event in 2021. Otherwise, they're going to be floored. They are absolutely going to be floored. They're going to be decimated. They're going to be overwhelmed.
What if they get 20,000? Can you imagine
Abandon all hope if they get 20,000. Abandon all hope.
God, 20,000 disgusting man-children running around for 4 days in shag carpets and with badges on, acting so immature.
And they're not bathing.
No, of course not. No, they think Axe in a can is
a shower.
Pretty much. Yeah, I know half of them don't bathe. I'm not going to say who.
I know who does and who doesn't. But anyway, this has been a hot minute. So it is time to end. Thank you so much for joining us on this great episode of Furry Frequencies. If you like what you hear, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to this Twitch channel if you're listening to us via Twitch. If you are listening to us via YouTube, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube. And click that bell for notifications on our next uploads. And if you are not following us on Twitter, we do ask, please do. And the best way to do that, of course, this is our feed, and it's at Furry Frequency with a Y at the end to follow Furry Frequencies. Feel free to follow us. We love followings, and we love to hear from you. Anyway, this has been Furry Frequencies, signing off with Lifty.
And Psylocke.
Thank you for joining us on another great episode of Furry Frequencies, and you have a wonderful night.